Good, because I'm not paying attention to it. Yeah, that's crazy. Thief knife. So, to verify, I'm going by what AidNet's saying. Well, I guess I could type it unless he's not listening to this. I guess I shouldn't assume he's listening to it. So, thief knife is rare, etc. But even those who have it, the effect doesn't work correct. I'm seeing if that's what he meant by that. Hey Midas, if you're still here, does Grave still stream Nasomi? I just haven't. I've been working so much, and I actually had someone in here earlier asking about him if he still streamed it, and I didn't know. I just never see him. I know he stopped there for a little bit. I was curious myself. How would you know? Oh, that's a good point. That is a good point. I mean, you could test it by killing like 100 mobs with it and 100 mobs without it, but that still wouldn't tell you. When I first played on the Nasomi, Treasure Hunter was completely broken. Like, people would get currency for a relic within like 10 days. Because every kill you would do, like 10 things would drop. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just curious. Yeah, there's little things like that I'm still learning about. I know Peacock Charm, I think is, I mean, that's expensive on every server. But on Eden, I believe it's like 8 million gil or something stupid. Whereas, I think when I bought mine a really long time ago, it was 1.5, something like that. And I assume, because I know like on Eden you can only get KC from Lord of Onzozo, so I wonder if you can only get Peacock Charm from Argus instead of under observation. Yeah, Argus only? Okay. Yeah, someone told me about that Lord of Onzozo thing, and I was like, oh man, I don't want to have to work on getting a K Club again. I don't even know if I want to put the effort for it. It took me 5 months to get my, the one I have on the Sony. But I also have terrible luck, so. Yeah, well, I work a lot, so I couldn't camp it. That was the reason why it took me so long. I couldn't hang out at Lord of Onzozo or do the OWNM every day, because chances are its window would be when I was at work. So the only thing I could really do was buy one, and that's what I did. I farmed for 5 months and I bought one for 56 million gil, which is cheap at the time, and now even. I think on Nasomi they're well over 100. how much they sell for. I can throw those away. 8 months on Eden. Yeah, I farmed for about 3 hours a day for 5 months. Or not every day. I mean, sometimes I took a day or two off so I didn't go crazy. But I farmed most of the day for a little bit. I tried to get like 400k a day was my goal. And then I go to bed and try it again tomorrow. Sometimes I hit that goal, sometimes I didn't. It just depends. Eight months on Eden does sound right though. I mean, if you only have one source. You also have to find a buyer, or I'm sorry, a seller. That's a big thing too. You can have the money for it all day. If no one wants to sell one, you're screwed. Should be close to being out of arrows. I'm about halfway. Yeah, I saw a bunch of GMs pop on at one point because they had to nail somebody, which is one thing I do like about Eden so far is their response is pretty damn quick. Was somebody, I think that was bot claiming the Leaping Lizzie in him. Because I guess your guys' starter armor is very expensive. And usually it is a little pricey, but not like what I've heard. So I imagine like O-coats and Fumas and Leaping Boots, maybe Empress Hairpin, etc. The price on those is pretty dang high. So someone, I guess, was trying to bot claim one of them and got nailed like within 5 minutes. Four months ago, K clubs were going for 35, and now they're hitting 80. You guys don't have AV. I guess you could be using them for dynamic sword. That and just a half for when it's time to use it, when that content's available. Am I getting hit from the side? Oh yeah. I really wish I had a sword or a hand-to-hand weapon instead. Now that I think about it, when I leveled Thief on nasomi, I used sword. I used hand-to-hand until like I was Dunes level, and then I switched to swords, and then I switched to daggers once I had Ninja Sub completed. So it made more sense, and I could actually sneak attack, quick attack, made myself a little bit more useful. Need to hear all of the differences. Yeah, you Eden guys have given me a very warm welcome, which I do appreciate. I still only probably plan on playing, and every time I do play, I probably will do a stream of some kind. But I probably will only play maybe once or twice a week. I'll try to do a little bit more as I go. Like I said, I'm very busy with real life and with work until probably right around Halloween, and then maybe I can do a little bit more. And I do play on both servers, so I have my own Discord, which is combined with the Twitch and with the Link Shell and whatnot for nasomi. Zen Garden, which I'm very busy with as well. There's like 170 people in there, and I get messages every day to help track what they need and set up events for them and all that fun stuff. I guess another question I would have is, I think I looked earlier on you. I assume, does chat staff exist? That's probably a question I should ask. I'm gonna get a drink right next to the fridge here. Get up, Kit Kat. boy. No, it doesn't? Okay. Good to know. Chat stuff doesn't exist. I'm trying to think of anything else that may set it apart. I know you guys have E&M content. So you have like Hedgehog Bomb, Hagen. I can't remember any other E&M good stuff that exists. Because that stuff doesn't exist on nasomi at all. And I don't think any of it is really game breaking or game changing. But the samurai weapon is definitely nice. You also have the dagger that I can't pronounce. It sounds like it's French. I don't know what the hell it's really called. Blue Dolch or something like that. The critical, it has like the base damage increase latent effect. You guys have that too, which I think is also E&M if I remember it. Wardrobe. So wardrobe works. I don't really know how. Ooh, damn. I'm assuming that's something I would unlock. You got 4 slots for it. Is that something you can access out in the field? When you get rank 3, you get first. 6 for the second. How many slots? You don't have to have any gear in your inventory. So like I can access it anywhere? Yeah. That's cool. So people who, one of the reasons why that was gotten rid of en masse is because people would go out farming in like Sea Serpent Grotto and then fill up like 300 slots of scrolls and just stay there all day. So that's something that you can do on Eden as I'm speaking anyway. As today anyway, you can do that. I mean, that's pretty cool. I definitely agree with it. Slots, that's a lot. I don't have to worry about filling it up too quickly. I could probably solo to rank 2. I don't remember how hard that hut fight is, or if how hard War Troop is. Might not. It's been so long. I always think I can, and then I remember, you know, I'm level 12 with no sub. Oh, did he get slept too? Hey, he did. Let's see if there's anything else I want to know. Wait, what? Merits on the other difference. It's not unlimited in all weapon categories. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because you can max out pretty much all of them. And on here you can't. That makes sense. And you shouldn't be able to anyway. Yeah, I don't because like on nasomi I was saying I'm 10 out of 10 all attributes. I don't think you could do that either, or max out a lot of different categories as a whole. You shouldn't be able to do that. 5 out of 10. Makes sense. I mean, if you're dual boxing, you may as well have like a melee character and a mage character, and then do the 5 physical attributes, and on the mage do the 5 magical attributes. So, makes sense. One thing about Wings of the Goddess is I actually really like Wings of the Goddess. I just didn't like the jobs. I didn't like. I liked Scholar. Dancer I didn't particularly care for, and it just wasn't really that much fun to play, and I didn't like that you could basically sub it and heal yourself on any melee job. It basically made Ninja pointless, because you can sneak and invade yourself, you can heal yourself, I mean, you could solo a lot of things you probably shouldn't be able to. So the zones themselves I really liked. I liked the besieged version of that, I don't remember what it was called, where like the orcs would come around the tower and attack you. I remember that, and I actually really enjoyed that. Dark Exion, I enjoyed that as well. All the different unique NMs and whatnot, like Sandworm, just I didn't care for the unlockable jobs. So if any server actually released Wings of the Goddess and kept those 2 jobs locked, like those NPCs won't give you the ability to unlock it, I would be okay with that. I would love the content, just not the jobs. It would ruin a lot of hard work, at least to me anyway. I wasted my TP for no reason. Wearing a Subligar? Let's see if I have any other Eden-based questions. Well, I have people that would know more than me. I guess I could focus on Thieves since that's what I'd be working on. My other character is level 7, and I'm probably going to do Black Mage on that one. So, Black Mage burning I assume is a thing on here too. I know the Promi zones used to be a really popular burning spot, because you can go there any level and you're level 30 and you can just nuke the whole room and clear it, wait for repops, repeat. I don't know if that's a thing on here or not. Another thing I would ask is, do Dynamis mobs give you experience points? Promis don't work here? Oh, okay. So that wouldn't benefit a Black Mage at all? You just want to use it for the missions? That's another thing I'm really not looking for, or looking forward to. No XP on Dynamis, okay. Change Prometheus is just by far my least favorite thing to do. It's definitely rewarding when it's over, but I hate doing Change Prometheus. I had 2 level 75 jobs on the summit before I started Change Prometheus missions, just because I didn't want to do them. Just certain ones, the Promis, the Mammoth, Sacarium, Promi Vassal, and 3 Pass. I just hate those ones. The rest of them I can kind of deal with. I got a link. Yeah, I mean, they're difficult on NAS to an extent, but if you go with a party of 6 to the Promis, you're basically going to win, as long as you have a decent setup. If you have a tank of some kind, a heal, support, and a couple DDs, you're going to win. Unless you just royally screw it up. What do you want? Another thing on NAS, I think Paladin is basically useless besides the end-game aspect, not for like Diner or anything, but for Fafnir, KSNM 99, any worm-based NM is the only time Paladin really ever comes out. Urtra, etc. But yeah, it kind of sucks because I'm not the greatest tank in the world, but I never leveled Paladin on retail or on nasomi. I have it level 13. I have Excalibur, and I have the shield like halfway done, and my Paladin's level 13. Paladin's still useless? That doesn't surprise me that much. Aura Steal. Is that when you steal an ability? Or steal like a status effect? Another thing is, for really hardcore beginning people like me, the only thing you could do on NAS to really make money that was consistent was fishing, which is kind of boring. So I'm hoping we can do more than that. I know gardening's popular, like I was saying earlier. I'm not going to get back into that again, but I'm hoping there's more I can get into besides fishing. Steals ice spikes, huh? Nice. Can't steal 2 hours? Like perfect dodge? I remember there was one point where it didn't work right and you could steal like mana font or something crazy. Which is pointless for Thief, but if you stole something like Mighty Strikes, that'd be sweet. When you are ninja and you 2-hour, does it do 0 damage? It's just basically a quiz time. I'm trying to think of, that's the only thing I can think of to pass time while I'm grinding is ask differences between nasomi and Eden. No, it does do damage. I think it's more like end spells, job abilities. Okay. So you can't steal 2 hours. That's alright. So it actually does, yeah, it always does 0 on nasomi, and it doesn't take your XP away, which I don't think it ever did on retail either. So like if you got a raise, you got XP back. Or you basically could gain XP. You could level ninja to 75 by just blowing up every 2 hours. If you had to. What about this? What about Chi Blast? Is it any good on here? You could have the best gear set, the best everything for Monk and do Chi Blast and it does nothing. Killed Chimera with a ninja 2-hour? Doesn't do that here. Oh, you don't gain XP when you get back up? Okay. That was a big glitch on nasomi one day, so this is a really long time ago. I got home from work and I got online and I logged into an area that was pretty populated with people, and it was, I think it was like West Ron or something like that, and there was people running around out there just killing themselves, like running up to mobs, casting Dagger, having them all kill them and getting back up and then immediately casting again and dying again. I just thought people were drunk or out of their mind or what, and there was some type of bug going on to where you could, every time you died, when you got a raise, depending what raise you got so much XP back. So like you get a raise 1, you get 3k, you get a raise 2, you get 5k. So you could just die and level up every time you got back up. So some people, during the one day that was up, went from like level 12 to 60 or all the way to 75. Some got banned for it, for abusing it, but it was still pretty funny. Almost out of arrows, man. YouTuber on the nasomi stream, Fafner raged and the server was getting DDoS. That still happens. Well, not necessarily the DDoS. A bunch of people got banned. Whenever there's a big ban wave to where it's like an entire link shell or a big group of people, typically that follows suit. And for a while there, it was getting DDoSed every time it was a day that Nidhogg could spawn. And if it did, and they would wait until Nidhogg was down to like 23%, 20%ish, and then start DDoSing. So it would crash, respawn when it came back in, everyone would come back together, claim it, and just keep repeating the process. They would just keep crashing the zone until a leak shell that they wanted to have it got it, and then they would killed. It was crazy there for a while. I didn't even go to H&M's for a very long time while that was happening. Yeah, nasomi is an interesting place. The only things I don't have on nasomi is Hecatome legs, A-body, track pants from Jormungand, the ice dragon, and that's it. That's pretty much it. I have everything else, and I'm in no hurry to get them. Once I get them, I'm gonna have nothing to do besides help people, which I already do now, so. Yeah, there's nothing else for me to get. I have Excal, Mandau, K-Club, the shield's almost done, and there's not really any other relics I want. I might do APOC, but it's not really that great on nasomi. Can't think of... My alt has a couple relics. Somebody, yeah. Chat stabs, that's all done. All the nuking sets and thief sets that I could possibly need are done. But I mean, I've played on nasomi since 2016. So I mean, it's not a huge job. Here's one. How bad is Submerge, or Submerge, however you say it, on this server? Strider boots are stupidly monopolized on nasomi. I think they're like 10 million gil right now. They're stupid hard to get, and the KSNM 99 for the Rare X version does work and it does exist, but the drop rate's like 3%. Here, I'll ask the link show. Oh, it's not popular? That's surprising. Yeah, it's really bad, and I mean, you'll have like 60 people camping it at once. Same with King Arthur, because it drops the actual speed belt to 6%. That's not Rare X, and that also goes for like 10 million gil plus. Drop rate is low. I mean, it was like 7% in the retail days, I think, and it, yeah. So I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Am I out of arrows yet? Not yet. I'll be getting pretty close to my next weapon skill. Maybe not. Oh my god, blaze spikes. Oh wait. Yep, I'm probably dead. Wait, perfect dodge? Nope. Why did I think of perfect dodge at the last second? That's okay. I actually need to get gear and stuff anyway, so I am going to... Well, I guess I can take the race, but I do need to upgrade my gear, and I need to... Yeah, and empty all this crap I have. Speed belt's 40 mil on here? Damn. Yeah, let's... Damn, I should have just... Oh, I'm close to 13. Let's do that. That's crazy. It used to drop V-Belt, the Rare X version, for years, like three years. And toward the end of that span, it was hardly ever kept because no one wanted it. And Damascene cloth is like 70k, so it's not really that desirable. So once Nasomi put Speed Belt on it instead, it's chaos. You'll have people DDoS it, maybe not anymore, but back when I used to try to camp it, I had a Speed Belt and I got rid of it, and now I could probably use it. Oh, I died again. I guess that's what I get for fighting weekend. That's what I get for being dumb. Speed Belt on Eden is toxic. Does it drop from King Arthro? Let me home point this time. It does drop from King Arthro? Okay. Riggs, what's going on, man? What are you up to? So Lord of Onzozo, I imagine Lord of Onzozo is absolute laggy, miserable hell. You can dual box it on Nasomi. I've killed it with Thief and Red Mage many times. It's easier than Sharvadus. I guess I could ask about that one too, Sharvadus. I imagine that one's not too horrible with it being 100% and everything. Hey, fire crystals are worth quite a bit. All excited about 2K. When you got nothing else going for you, man, that's plenty enough to make you happy. I'll probably just NPC those. Hey, Wolfeyes are quite a bit too. Platinum ingots are broken. In what way? You're finally leveling an alt. Do you play on Nasomi or Eden? I can't recall. I think you play on Eden, right? He's gonna be your Target Red Mage? Yeah, most people always... Everyone I know has a Target Red Mage. It's so useful, man. Especially Red Mage Sub-Summoner. Get that End Thunder going. Awesome. Oh, you're on Nasomi. I'm sorry. See, I'm starting to mix people up now. You cannot farm them so they don't drop from the goblins or in Castle Basel like Midas was saying. I guess I'll keep the seeds. Yeah, Castle Basel in that, I think it's the keep. There's a maze of doors, like you're on your way to go do Shadow Lord, and there's a bunch, those goblins spawn in there too, just like the ones in Labyrinth of Onzozo, and they drop platinum ingots. I don't know if that's wiki accurate or not, but that's how it works on NAS. Ah, good to know. What important is made from platinum ingots? Yes, they are. Oh, so they are. They do exist. I know that the drop rates astronomically low. The ones in Labyrinth are. So you just, Riggs, you just made your alt today? Like it's level 1, you're grinding away, getting your sub-job items and everything? Man, oh crap. Ooh, I can NPC that though. Yeah. Having 30 slots again is horrible. The same mobs drop gold too, I believe. Gold ingots. Well, I don't really want to NPC all this, but I may as well. It's level 7 red mage, even with my 75 black mage PL, it's slow. Yeah, it's gonna be, man. He did that XP nerf a few months ago, and ever since then, leveling anything brand new. I'm not gonna get rid of these two, but I will get rid of these. Anything since then has just been absolutely horrible. I guess I'll keep those. I'm gonna get rid of these because I can get a fresh stack of them. Earth crystals. I almost have a full stack of those too. Damn it. It sucks having 30 slots. It's part of the reasons why I didn't get any rings or anything. How much is Rabbit Charm? $75 Black Mage power leveler is still better than none. Jesus Christ, that's a huge spread though. One sale every like 3 months. I don't know if that's accurate. Don't quite buy that. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, Rabbit Charm. Doesn't surprise me. Fang necklace. The HQ version like less than 10k. Hey, I'm right. I don't remember that being a thing. Anyway, I'm not gonna look at a bunch of stuff. Let me get some food. None of those in stock. There's some in the, there was a guy that was bazaring those. I don't necessarily know. What about pot of food? Is that a thing on here? I think that might be in Yeah, I'll switch it. There you go. Can't remember it because I never use it anymore. I can't remember where the hell it's at. Anyway, I'll miss that later. Taking up too much time. Let's do meat jerky is usually pretty cheap. There we go, that's cheap crap. I don't like being cheap, but for right now I have no choice. At home plan, why do I have like no HP? It's also a perfect divisible of 25%. Maybe it's an even thing. Also, what is your rules on charging XP bands? Not worrying. I already charged it once. Can I charge it again? I know sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Nope. Do I want to upgrade my gear? Maybe? make a wax sword from this bronze one. Wax sword gives you what, one more damage, base damage? Like, I was thinking of using hand in hand, but I'm so close to being where I need to be now. There's not really much of a point in switching. Because I plan on taking Thief to 30 and then unlocking Ninja, taking that to 15, well, subbing that. I may take that all the way to 37. How bad is the Ichi thing you can quest if you trade those necklaces in? If those are cheap, I imagine that's not too bad. The knee scroll, I don't think I want to know how much that is. That one's got 2 more base damage. 700? Why not? It's only 1 in stock though. Would you overshoot it? Send some Zen Garden message. I can check that later. Did I get that dagger? Yes, I did. I'll check this once it loads, how much these are. A little high. Check me price? Okay, I will here in a sec. I remember when Neon Nasomi was like 1.2 mil because the only way you could get it was the OWNM. Brass gear. I thought you could buy that. Maybe I can from the NPC in this area. I have to look. I'll check that new thing real quick. Not looking forward to this. Let's look at Ichi first. Okay, that's normal. Okay, that's not bad. Fast dive. That gives you Norg fame? I didn't know the Bastic Zinc quest gave you Norg fame, because that's what that strictly is, right? It's just that area. I don't need a weapon. Well, I'll check anyway. Damn, that's expensive. Yeah, a little bit. I can. I don't know if it's worth that much though. Take care, man. Thank you for your help today. Yeah, thank you so much for that, man. You didn't have to do that. I'm gonna check how much this brass crap is in the auction house. And if I can actually get Royal Footman's gear for the same price or close to it, I may go with that instead. 1.5 to 2. Yeah, I might have to. Is there any other stuff on here that's crazy, stupid, expensive that I don't want to have to tangle with? Thief Knife's one. Casey's expected. PCC I'm not really going to fight that hard for. Refresh? Is Refresh Scroll really bad? Because that's a Red Mage staple there. $30K for Refresh? That's not bad. That's actually very cheap. What was I doing? Oh yeah, armor. Well, there's no normal quality in stock. I don't want to buy the +1 for just 1 defense. At least I'm getting the level sortment out of the way. Astrals, like Astral Rings, are from coffers in Castle though. I think that's always been the case, right? But you could get them in Treasures and Tribulations, and you can get them in the wings, old 2 wings that Hut piece in it. Oh yeah, that's way cheaper. What's the +1? Practically non-existent. $800. I would rather have these. 4K for the +1, man. Cool. I'll try 7 for those, see if I can undercut. Nope. They're sticklers for their 100 gil. Yeah, Striders don't make any sense either. It's a 2-year span though, and people are selling to themselves. Man, that doesn't really tell me anything. I don't care about the elemental effects. 200 gil, that works. Astral Rings are 8 million? Oh, I'm sorry. Striders are. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That sounds about right. When you get in XP parties, you want to be relatively well geared for the sync that you're in, but we don't have the ability and you want to level, I mean, you can only do so much. That's kind of cool. MP +9, totally worth the charge. 100K. Last thing I'll check, how about Sork Ring or Circuit Ring 2? Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Yeah, there's so little auction house history. I assume a lot of stuff is just bizarred. So I got hands, the feet, and the legs. Yes, I can just buy the hat and the hands. Or the hat and the body. You can level with Gimp here. I mean, I imagine you want the best bow possible and the best arrows possible, and good food while you're doing it. I mean, I imagine your actual defense armor doesn't matter because you're not really going to be getting hit that much, if at all. A little pricey, that's okay. Blending in a little bit more every day. Oops. The higher gear farming is higher level, so just aim for that rate. Or go farm spook. I don't want to do that either. I used to know a guy who got the band hammer for botting spook. Of all things, he bought it for traveler's mantles. How much are those? Cheap. Damn, someone bought a lot of them. Someone sold a lot of them too. Holy crap. I'm turning a couple more things. I'm keeping my guild pretty even for the most part, which is good. Did I put up the other stuff for auction? Let's do that real quick. Damn, those are more expensive than I thought. Alright, we'll head this way, and I guess we'll check on my one plant that I got left. I need to buy more pots for them too, because I only have like 5. Got Sam 12 to 19 last night. Midas was helping. I had to tank. Not really leveling Sam, but it was fun. Cool, man. Yeah, I like Samurai really well. That was my first 75 job on nasomi, and I remember camping Carnero, and then it's really fast to level 2. Seeing as get out of the way. Saboro I didn't get until I was after 75, or yeah, after I already hit 75. But that's a great weapon to level with too, as long as people don't mind you TP feeding like crazy. It's a very fun weapon. And Sam's a very fun job, and it's a good tank too, technically, for what it's worth. Fish market. What you got? Oh yeah, that's one I didn't think of too. You guys have the multi-attack dagger. We don't have that. Well, we have two of them that were given away in like a lottery, but Pirate's chart doesn't exist on nasomi, so I didn't think about that. That's another one. That'd be a great sub weapon for Thief. Right. I remember doing that fight on retail. It's like the Sahagin fish and a Puggle and Puggle, whatever. It's 3 mobs. And a Kraken, I think. And you can just... I think I did it with 2 summoners, 2 iron, and just took them out instantly. I never got the drop, but I did kill it a few times. Yeah, I got my one tree. Nothing. How my inventory space? 12 spots. That's better than nothing. Yeah, Great Axe is definitely the best thing to use for Warrior by a mile. All these unique weapons. Hedgehog bomb. A lot of this stuff doesn't exist. Well, that does. Wow, White Mage body's cheap. Hopefully Vermilion Cloak's the same way. Probably not, but hopefully. Well, if I'm level 12, I can probably... Oh, I need arrows. I forgot about my bow. $500K for Vermilions? Yeah, the gap between the NQ and the HQ has never been much, has it? It's either got a really high percentage rate, or it's not desirable at all. It gives you, what, like an extra 10 MP maybe? Yeah, let's see if I can upgrade my bow. It's only a 5-level gap, but we'll see. That may work. I don't want to use a crossbow yet. That's what I have now. Plus the +1. So we'll go for that one. And we'll sell for all 1K. I did it by level. Okay, I did. Yeah, level drops pretty quickly. I'll have to use bone still for a little bit. We'll do 2 of those. Well, 12, 13, and 14. We'll do 3 of those. And we'll do 1 of those for when it's time. Buy ammo for NPC. I saw the wooden ones. Is it the woodworking one in North Sandy that you're talking about? I only saw wooden arrows there. Yeah, Sandy's in first. Bombastic and Windy looks like her tied. People play Puppet Master apparently. The only people that ever played on Nasomi are people that are soloing because no one will ever take them. A good Puppet Master is the best tank in the dunes? Oh, hell. That's good to know. I was 75 Puppet Master in retail. And I remember my Black Mage automation was out nuking everybody, all the other Black Mages. It was definitely a lot better than people made it sound. People make it sound like it's completely useless, and it's not. may not be as good as the actual job that it's playing. Like a ranger automation is not going to be good as an actual ranger, but still. The versatility of it and everything, I really enjoyed it. So it is Pumpkin Solo Bayako at 75. I would love to see that. That'd be pretty cool. You watched Grave do it? On nasomi he did it? Grave and Dark? Unless he plays on this server too. Unless it's a different Grave. It could be a different Grave too. On retail he's locked at 75. Oh really? He never upgraded, huh? That's pretty gutsy. Yeah, I played retail for, I don't know, a month and a half maybe. I went from Shiva to Azura, and I got like all the top gear that they released within a couple of weeks, and then I quit it. I shut it back off again. Oh yeah, I guess you can spam those. I mean, if you have enough inventory space, you'll eventually win. Oh, nice. Those are expensive too, man. At least I remember them being expensive when they were popular like that. Farsight. I don't know if Farsight even plays anymore. I've XP'd with him before in Gustav Tunnel a very long time ago, and that was my only interaction with him. But I have seen that link shell here, the rich fat kids I've seen on this server. I don't know why I got copy pasted, because they still play. So I don't know if they play on both servers or someone just stole the name or what. Yeah, I think all he does is boo-boo and then logs off. I did that for a long time too, and I even like gave some of my currency away because I had no use for it. I did that for a long time. I'd get up, go to work, come home, do boo-boo, go to bed. Did that for a long time. Ayoko is the leader? On Eden and nasomi? Because I thought that character... Maybe I'm thinking of a different character. I thought one of them got banned. Oh, I'm thinking of the Misfortune leader. I think he got banned. Gotcha. Well, I know, like, it comes in waves. I've seen whole link shells jump ship and come here. They eventually go back. Or, honestly, to be more realistic, if they all got banned in a big wave, they typically switch servers. And it's vice versa, I'm sure. If a bunch of people need to get it banned, they come to nasomi and they try again. Until they get banned on both, and they either go to Omega or they make their own server. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know that there was a Triumph Pearl. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, that's a common name. Rich Fat Kids, though, I'm surprised that was made on here, but that makes sense now that you said it. Triumph on the nasomi is an odd pink color. Like a dead pink color. Almost salmon color. Need a Sky or a Limbus group? Well, Zen Garden does Limbus on occasion when asked, but most of the people have the gear, and I ran in-game link shells forever. I ran a group called Forgotten People for 4 years in retail, and then I ran Aces until they got, I helped run Aces until that link shell got banned on the nasomi for duping shit. And then I was a second Radiance, and then I got really busy at work, and then when they switched over, they probably weren't looking for more leaders anyway, but I didn't even want it, so it didn't matter. So I started focusing more on Zen Garden since then. It's just like once a week thing, so I can actually focus my week on other stuff and then have that one day to that, and I don't have to dedicate a lot of my time to it, especially with all those people. It's good. I definitely have no desire to make like a Zen Garden Pearl on Legion. Priority exists. I could make it to make sure no one takes the name, but I don't plan on really doing it. Yeah, I guess I could just to get it out of the way. But if I ever decided to, there's no way I would have time to do both. But it's fine. When I first did it, it was just for these Twitch streams, so people could have a Discord to be connected to it, to know like when I was going live and whatnot. And it developed into a link shell, and they needed a platform to speak on, so I just used the same one, and it blew up a lot. And I got busy working for a couple of weeks, and I came back and there was like 150 people on it. Yeah, I'm not going to. I might make one just to have the name in case I make one like a year or two from now. But I have no desire. What are you doing? Definitely not taking out more responsibilities. How you holding up, cat? Doing alright? When we moved in, she had a hard time getting used to the place. You alright? Hope you don't have fleas. Always worry about that with moving. Oh, I'm thinking of the wrong one, shit. Yeah, I still plan on playing a couple of times a week on Eden once it slows down, and I think my main focus is just going to be getting Thief to 30. Sounds like it'll go pretty quick in an arrow burn party by the way people have made it sound. I don't know what like the XP per hour is, but I mean you can constantly resync down and there's no limit. I imagine that's a huge part of it, because I do remember a very long time ago nasomi was like that too, where you could just level sync to whatever, and black mages would go to K tunnel and just constantly kill bats over and over and resync to another one and start over again. I mean, people were going, oh, I don't know, 40, 30 KXP an hour, something like that. Something crazy for that low of level. Everyone was like level 15. What's the pendant do? Anything? Nope, just a cool looking pendant. Maybe it's used for like a quest or something. I'm only going to unequip it for a second and just take the name. Like I said, I'm not going to use it. But that way, if down the line, if I do, I have the name, but we'll see if it's even available. Probably not. I don't want it quite that bright. That's pretty good. There we go. There, and I'll put it back in my safe. Does Moxac work here? No, it doesn't. Here's my case. So you guys don't have that, but you have the wardrobe at least. It's not quite the same color, but it's pretty close. You can only wear 1, 2, right? Which is a smart way to do it. Oh no, you can. How do you do the little chair thing? Is that something you have to buy? Is it a costume? Or... I've wondered that. I've seen so many people using it. I wonder if it's not really that hard to get. If it's something that you have to like do a quest for, or maybe it's a Eden yearly event thing to get, or maybe it's just something you type. Sit chair. Does it work anywhere? Hi. If you're running something, I'm way too worn out. Hello. Anywhere, cool. Tell was not receiving it. Probably zoning. Saw you at Twitch earlier. Oh, cool. That does look cool, though. That's so neat. Oh, you're being friendly? You certainly don't have to, man. I've had a couple people do that. Thank you. So I just get back. If I move, does it go away? Oh, it does. Good luck on the server. Thanks, man. It takes some getting used to. People are super friendly, though, man. It's awesome. I still don't know how people remember me from that long ago. So I could use it in here too, huh? So I could like sit here like I'm looking at my plants. Sweet. My one plant. Alright, well y'all, it is 5:51 in the morning for me. I usually work nights and evenings, so that's not drastically a big shock, but it is a little bit later than I typically go. It was mainly because of the raid that Iron gave, my brain's fried, not Mikas, that's Zemgard, Midas, and then passed along to me. Appreciate your guys' generosity. Thank you for the follows and subs and whatnot. I will be doing more Eden streams. I will probably... Tomorrow's Monday. I might be able to do one tomorrow. It depends if the Zengarden people need me for low man dynamis. I'll stream that if they do need me. If not, I'll probably do an Eden stream. And then we'll just kind of go from there and progress my Thief. I'll try to actually get an XP party, my first Eden XP party tomorrow if that is the case. But we'll just kind of go from there. I don't have anyone to raid, unfortunately, at this hour. So I just want to say thank you so much for your generosity and thanks for the follows and subs. And until the next one, so long, take care, and thank you for watching.